In 1941, James T. McMillana, a real estate developer in Northwest Detroit, faced a dilemma. He needed federal financing for white clients purchasing lots in a new subdivision adjacent to a community of mostly African Americans. When the banks deemed the development too risky because of potential racial tension, the developer proposed the unusual solution. He built a 6-foot-tall, 1-foot-thick concrete barrier extending from 8 Mile Road south for 3 city blocks, the notorious Birwood Wall. The wall was built by white real estate developers who struggled to secure financing for their white neighborhood until they cut it off from a black one. It is one of a number of segregation walls built in the mid-20th century for this purpose, and one of a few still standing. If not for the murals, the cinder block structure, which would keep blacks and whites separated, might go unnoticed. Efforts to reclaim the wall from historical anonymity have led to the recognition of the Birwood Wall's significance by the U.S. Park Service, which placed the structure on the National Register of Historic Places in January 2021. The wall no longer serves to racially segregate homeowners, and since the early 70s, both sides of the wall, which is Royal Oak Township, Michigan, and Detroit, have been predominantly black.
Fred White is 91, but remembers watching the cement trucks as a 9-year-old boy.
What did you know about the other side? Did you know there were some rules?
That was called the white sub. We had no business down that way unless we was going to the store.
Hop the wall in the 1940s, and you'd face the wrath of police.
You'd be harassed, and you heard a lot of the N-word.
But by the time Teresa Moon moved to the neighborhood in 1959, white flight was taking root, black families were moving in, and the wall's purpose had begun to wane.
The Mendota kids lived over there, and the Mendota kids would hop the wall and come to the park.
Today, you'll see sections of the wall transformed with images of justice and equality.
The mural helps it to kind of take away from the connotation of it being a segregation wall.
But painting over the wall hasn't quite erased the painful past, nor the reality that a physical barrier isn't needed to know segregation, though not enforced by law, does still exist. A recent study shows the Detroit metro area is considered one of the most segregated in the country.